Set. Chattanooga's undefeated, and so many different reasons for that. Nagle Stad, a big part of it. He scored 11 goals in NISA play this season, the all-time leading scorer for CFC. Chattanooga's also scored a NISA league-leading 30 goals in regular season play. And that's something City Union obviously very conscious of. How do we shut down this offensive onslaught?
Yeah, and they've started out sitting in sort of a mid-block defensively, but they're really quick to drop into a lower block, and they're just trying to limit the space in and around the edge of the box where CFC can be creative. Probably a smart move by them. It's going to require a little bit of patience and some special combination play or individual moments by CFC to find a way through.
Into the 5th minute, Chattanooga with the football, working it about. Bowers, far side to Perez, and Perez looking up the pitch to Ibarra. Ibarra working along the touchline, Lee defending him, Elias joining Lee. Looks like he wants to stop and go around, can't escape the boots of Lee. This one's still alive up near the corner. Elias wants to take it away, and the football rolls over the end line. This one will go to the keeper of City Union.
It'll be interesting to see what their intentions are here. Are they going to try to keep the ball, or are they going to go a little bit more direct? Looks like they're going to push guys up and go long with this one.
This one skying up the pitch and headed back aggressively by Prepelica, who's back in the lineup tonight. City Union gets it back right near the very center of the AstroTurf. Long delivery onto the corner of the 18, and this one out of play and into the brickwork.
Good movement to get in behind there, and a good vision out of midfield to pick him out. So need a little more composure in the final moment maybe, but good work getting down there.
These two clubs have met twice previously this season. On 4/22, CFC won 1-0 at home here against Flower City Union. Then on 5/20, City Union played host to Chattanooga and fell 1-0 to them at home. Flower City Union has won 3 of their last 5 matches, only lost 1. Very impressive form. This is Louis, who's on the corner of the 18, going back to Stripling. Chattanooga looking to the front here, not liking what they're seeing initially, working it all about. Louis, one-time Minnesota Gatorade Player of the Year, gave it off. Alvarenga gets it right back on his boot. Close side again. Alvarenga heavily defended by Calfo. Chattanooga going to work all the way back to the center of the pitch. Long feed, far side, and a lot of space here to work with for Jesus Ibarra. Ibarra walking it into the 18. Elias and Lee are there. The double team is a lot. He gives it off to Perez. Perez defended heavily from behind by Cartagena. Chattanooga trying to keep the football. Dixon running it down, and a collision here.
Really good patience that time by CFC in the attack on the right-hand side. They were able to keep the ball, draw their opponent in, and then you saw the big diagonal ball out the other side to find a little bit of space. Nothing came of it that time, but if they're able to do that often, something will come of it eventually.
City Union working along the touchline, fed all the way back by Kavanaugh. This one loose near the center of the pitch as the whistle sounds on a collision. Requejo and McGrath came together. This one goes back to City Union. Salt City to the far side of the pitch. Having trouble penetrating it all here. Here's a long feed up along the far touchline. Ibarra there defensively, taken away immediately, but sent back off of the field by Calfo. Perez pumps for the throw-in and goes to Dixon instead. Richard Dixon all the way back to Prepelica, Stripling on the connection, looking up the field of play. Into the 9th minute now, scoreless here in the Scenic City. We've seen a lot of pressure so far. Any sign of anything breaking in your mind, Coach?
No, I mean, CFC is going to be patient, I think, in the early going here. See if they can pull the defenders out of this mid-block that they're in. open up just a little bit more space to play in between the lines or to get in behind.
This is Alvarenga, who does have a little space to work with. Elias there defensively. Sent back Chattanooga, all about Perez looking inside, not liking the pressure. Here's the feed back to Perez in the 18, and the shot has a bit too much juice on it. Up and onto the concourse it goes.
Great little combination play to get in behind and get into that wide area. Not sure that was the best choice shooting from that angle. Might have had a couple of runners in the goal mouth he could have picked out, but it's always easy to say from this point of view and hard to do when you're on the field.
You're not kidding. Probably a pretty dramatic change for you, right? Going from pitch side to up here in the box.
Yes it is.
I always try to keep that in mind myself. I haven't played sports in a long time.
Yeah.
Chattanooga on the back, Prepelica looking both ways. McGrath has been really great form as of late for Chattanooga Football Club. He was the man of the match against Detroit. Very hot lately, scoring in consecutive matches. First against Gold Star on the 29th, then Savannah on the 5th. Just looking very good all around.
Yeah, his passing's sharp and his movement really unbalances opponents. I think that's just a good footballing brain, and people don't always recognize how he's able to move into unexpected areas and just unbalance teams.
McGrath has assisted on 4 goals this year with that passing, and he's scored for himself. Stripling wanted to keep it in on the end line and just unable to do so. Nice footwork and couldn't quite pull it off.
Seems like Salt City is not interested in playing out of the back and trying to deal with the CFC press. You're going to take their chances with these long goal kicks for now and see if they can get something off the headers and the flick-ons.
Jordan Sullivan calling the shots today for Salt City Union. Head coach of Chattanooga, Rod Underwood. And Sullivan's strategy so far has appeared to be effective, limiting the pressure from Chattanooga Football Club. There's a collision here near that center of the pitch inside of the circle. Chattahooligans bringing the noise here inside of Finley Stadium, as they always do. McGrath to take the kick. Going back, and CFC immediately the pressure coming. Flip to Prepelica. He finesses this to the center of the pitch, and Bowers. Back and forth they go here in the 12th minute. 11-4-0, Chattanooga Football Club undefeated on the year in NISA regular season play, playing host to Salt City Union on FIFA Plus. Gabriel Schrei here with legendary CFC coach Bill Elliott. Thank you for being with us.
Exciting to be here. I love the energy. Always being in Finley Stadium is fantastic. The Chattahooligans, the game, the fans. Can't think of a better way to spend a Saturday night.
Ibarra thought he had something to Perez, and it's taken away by Stephen Elias on the far side, just in the touch line. I believe that's Diacate, now Ferrara and Bowers going at it. Bowers gets it to Perez, and Lee will send it off of the pitch. Diacate, such a crucial piece this season for Salt City Union. 6 goals, 1 assist. His contrast, obviously, on the Chattanooga Football Club roster is Marcus Naglestad. Naglestad averaging a goal every 101 minutes. Diacate averaging a goal every 158 minutes. Able to clear this, City Union. Sent back by Prepelica. Calfo headers this immediately. Louis had it for Chattanooga Football Club. Mumby all the way back to Prepelica. This one getting some airtime through the center of the field. Now gathered solidly by City Union. And a long feed to the far side to Elias. He chips it to the length of the pitch into the corner, and it's gathered by Chattanooga Football Club. They're going to let it roll off of the field and shut down that attempt. Midway through the 14th minute, scoreless on FIFA Plus. Lots of great scoring chances for both of these clubs so far. A couple of very high quality looks. Perez had one of them and he has yet to score this season. Ibarra. Couple of passes towards the back. Chattanooga looking close side now. McGrath off to Stripling. Stripling back to Prepelica, who lets this go far side.
A little bit of a chess match right now. The team, CFC, just moving the ball around and trying to see if Salt City's going to flinch, maybe move out of position a little bit, something they can take advantage of. Teams are just getting a feel for each other and what the strategies are going to be tonight.
City Union has a 100% win rate against teams in the bottom 3 spots on the table in NISA. They have a 100% loss rate against teams in the top 3 spots on the table. This is Louis into the 18, looking backside and sent out of play by Elias.
Very dangerous ball, good run on the back post, and good vision to see him. Put the defender in a difficult position, but he did well with it.
Alex McGrath headed to the corner. Alvarenga near him. And loading up the front here in the goal box, we've got Ibarra, Naglestad, Prepelica. Chattanooga will take the corner kick.
Such a tough scenario for a goalkeeper, being a crowd like that.
Here's the delivery from McGrath, close side, and Bowers gathers it up. This one found its way off of the field. Mejia not happy with how that went, calling out to the official there.
Yeah, I'm not sure there was a lot in it. I think he's trying to set himself up for a favorable call next time.
Chattanooga with a football. Naglestad left it off. CFC lost the football immediately. This is City Union with great pace, making their way up near the close touch line, turning a half circle, finessing this to a teammate. Requejo gets the football right back, pressured by Louis. Back to Mumby. Mumby able to get around Naglestad and flips this far side. Here comes McGrath bringing the pressure. Long feed taken away by Bowers. Dixon a nifty move, but it goes over to Cartagena. Long feed far side. Stephen Elias. Elias back towards the center of the pitch. Football comes immediately back to him. Cartagena directs this to a teammate. Chipped close side, looking for Mumby near the bench. Mumby sended this up a bit, now far side. Ibarra in pursuit of the football. Chattanooga getting back into a bit of a defensive shell. Cartagena looking close side. Requejo now to Mumby. Mumby going away from Louis. Far side of the pitch, Salt City Union moving this one forward, now down to the touchline. Salt City, too much pressure there from Ibarra, so they'll go back again and all the way back to Mejia.
This is the first bit of sustained ball control we've had where they've strung passes together, and I would imagine they would like to do a bit more of that rather than spend the next 80 minutes defending or 70 minutes.
Yeah, one quick scoring opportunity from the close side, but other than that, no real scoring chances, and able to get a bit of pressure there.
No sustained possession, I would say, and that was the first time they were able to string together a number of passes. They, as you said, they got forward earlier, quickly. That was the first time they were able to keep the ball and force CFC into a deeper defensive position.
What's the key to being able to do that against a club like Chattanooga? Is it just they're just so athletic it's almost impossible to do consistently, or do you have to be more careful with the football?
Yeah, you have to be very patient. You have to believe in your teammates. You have to be brave to not panic when you're under pressure. So there's a lot that goes into it. You would expect the players at this level to be able to do it, but I'm sure it could be potentially a little intimidating coming into Finley Stadium against a top team in the league. and that plays with your head sometime and your decision making.
Very, very skilled franchise, very successful this season, undefeated in NISA League regular season play, 11-4-0, playing host to Salt City Union, who is 5-1-8 in regular season play. Coming to you live, this is FIFA Plus. I'm Gabriel Schrei here with Bill Elliott. We appreciate you tuning in. Coming up on the 19th minute inside of Finley Stadium, it's scoreless, a few scoring chances, and overall a very fun game of chess to this point. More action on the way, that's for sure.
Oof.
McGrath thought he was going to have some action right there. Alvarenga wanted to cut the pass off. Far side to Elias. Elias along the touchline. Flip this one up. Dixon there. Back to Elias. Stephen Elias working his way towards the 18. Oof. Looking close side. I thought he was going to hook up with Angelo Calfo, and it's taken away by Chattanooga.
Yeah, he's going to want that one back. They had a numbers up attack and just needed to pick out a teammate there. So I'm sure he's not going to be pleased with how that outcome.
Chattanooga on the back. All about they work. Prepelica. Last two matches have been 1-0 victories in favor of Chattanooga Football Club, and obviously they're on such a hot streak right now. This one a bit too much on it.
Yeah, you know, it's tough when you're winning and you're scoring goals and you're playing the way CFC has. Teams sit in these really organized mid or low blocks and work on it all week, so it takes more to get through and to have those breakthrough moments sometimes than it does earlier in the season when the opponents don't have as good of a feel for your tendencies yet.
Into the center of the pitch. What a couple of moves strung together. Chattanooga Football Club back to Louis. He's got McGrath to his right, has some help inside as well. Over to Alvarenga. He's double teamed. Lots of heat here. Taken away momentarily by City Union. Couldn't quite keep boots on it. Stripling. And the whistle sounds. We have a player slow to rise on the pitch. Hopefully he's all right, a bit shaken up.
Good opportunity here for the coaches. The players get a sip of water. The coaches get a chance to pass along some information that maybe they can't do during the run of play. We'll see if either team can add a little wrinkle and give a hard time to the other guy.
Absolutely. Now, Coach, anything that you've seen that you might change or shake up so far?
From a Salt City point of view, I would want my guys to try to keep the ball a little bit more, be a little more patient, and force the CFC into a little bit of a lower defensive block if possible. CFC, I think they're doing a good job. They're moving the ball, they're keeping the ball. Just need to get a little bit more. We've seen a few dynamic moves from people in the gaps in between the midfield and defensive line, and some moves to run behind, but I think they could do a little bit more of that, a little bit more opposing moves where a player checks in off the back line, somebody else goes in behind. I think certainly have the players in the CFC team to keep the ball and to connect those passes if the movement's there.
Scoreless here at Finley Stadium. In the 22nd minute on FIFA Plus, Chattanooga Football Club, Salt City Union. City Union has had a recent string of success, 3 wins in their last 5 matches, a big turnaround. Prior, they were 2-0-7, 2 wins, 7 losses. Now they stand at 5 wins, 1 draw, 8 losses. Dixon looking up for Naglestad. Mejia diving and covering up the football here. Good heads-up play by the keeper.
It was quick off his line and needed to be.
Requejo with the footwork taken by Stripling after one good move. McGrath back with it, looking to get around Calfo. Stripling and McGrath back and forth they go. Doesn't like the look forward, so resets back to Prepelica. Bill Elliott here with me in the booth tonight. Joined Chattanooga Football Club in 2012. Led the team to 7 NPSL Southeast Conference Championships, 3 NPSL South Region Championships, 3 national title bids in 2015. Bill guided CFC all the way to the U.S. Amateur National Championship, the Hank Steinbrecher Cup. Bill named NPSL Coach of the Year 3 times, 14, 15, 16. I know that's probably awkward to have that said out loud from right beside you. That's an impressive resume, Coach.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I just come to work every day and try to work hard and hope that that things work out. And I've been fortunate to be surrounded by a lot of great coaches and players, and the fans here are just superb in the way that they have always supported me and my family and the players on the field. So definitely group effort in getting those accolades.
Love to see it, and it's a big part of the history of this franchise that's just continuing to blossom season in and season out. It seems like every time the road has reached the golden brick paving at the end, it gets a little brighter.
Yeah, the vision the board's had all along to continue to grow, and I mean, the club's grown organically. It's grown at a sustainable pace. Seems to be growing faster than ever at the moment. So looking forward to see what's next.
Moving this all around. This is Perez on the back. Chattanooga Football Club, close-sided Stripling. Stripling looking along the touchline. Long chip pass. Juan Louis racing Mejia, and he is going to win this race, much to the relief of City Union. Good move by Juan Louis, though.
Came into, looked like he wanted to get the ball at his feet, got the defender to bite, and then ran right off the shoulder. And just a little bit softer touch on the pass, and he might have had a chance to do something there.
There's one guy that hasn't been in on the action at all today. He's hanging out down on the far left side here. He's off your screen, Gene Antoine. Guy is a literal wall. Chattanooga's offensive weapons get a lot of the headlines, but Golden Glove winner Gene Antoine has 10 clean sheets on the year. He's only given up 5 goals all season. That's less than half the number given up by the next closest team. It's pretty unbelievable. Talk about him.
Well, it is. He's done fantastic, and it gives the team a lot of confidence when you know you have a guy like that back there. You can take risks a little bit more. And
here comes City Union. Long shot deflected away. Aiden Bowers giving up his body.
Yeah, so having a guy like that back there gives your defenders confidence. They can be a little more calm and patient with the ball. Just calms everybody's nerves, and it seems everyone plays better when you have a goalkeeper like that in behind you that you trust.
And so a golden chance here for Salt City Union. The corner, they've loaded up the box out front. Antoine right in the center of that fray. Calfo down there. A couple of bodies pressing up. Here it comes. Delivery backside, headed away by Juan Louis. It'll go over the touchline as well. Or the end line, rather. Closing in on the 27th minute, scoreless on FIFA Plus. Another great chance for Salt City Union.
Similar strategy to what CFC did. They're trying to get in there around the goalkeeper and put him in a position where he can't move. They've got him pinned in there, but he's experienced.
Here's the delivery right out front, and Prepelica clears it away. The man from Moldova using his size.
Yeah. Maybe just a little too much pushing in there.
Anatoly, such a crucial contributor throughout the course of this season. He's been so effective, so efficient. It's incredible to watch just how powerful and athletic he is on the back defensively, and also to watch him come up and play a little bit of offense.
Yeah, totally. And you know, the additions at the back that we had in the offseason have been really, again, stabilize things and help give all the attackers the freedom to do just a little bit more. Because when you've got guys like that back there, you know you can take some chances that you might not otherwise take.
Naglestad has this taken off of his boots. Stripling gets it from Louis, goes directly back to him. Now sent off of the pitch with some force here by Kavanaugh. Chattanooga will throw in from the close side. Right in front of the Chatta hooligans there. You can see them in the bottom right of your screen. Louis and McGrath are the closest options. He's going to go overhead for McGrath, headed away, and City Union clears this. Nice kick, Prepelica centers it back up to Bowers. Long feed on the far side. Ibarra stops quickly, moving towards the center of the pitch. Football taken away. Chattanooga gets it right back. Perez slips this inside to McGrath. Ibarra again with the football. Alex McGrath, pressure coming. Goes close side to Stripling. Long feed here down near the touchline. Louis keeps it alive. Taken away immediately by Requejo. Chattanooga gets it back. Stripling feeling the heat. Taken again by City Union. Lots of space to work with for Luke Ferrara. Luke Ferreira keeping it away from Stripling. Stops along the touchline down near the corner in the channel. Kavanaugh back to him. City Union trying to maintain possession, being harassed from all sides. This one popped up into the air momentarily. Alvarenga has it for Chattanooga. They want to clear it out of there. Back to McGrath, far side to Perez, and it looks as though the threat has been eliminated. Long feed looking down the pitch for Ibarra, taken back by City Union. Stringing together passes, Requejo back to Mumby. Mumby, long feed, close side to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh wants to go around Louis. Back to Requejo. Requejo to Mumby. Mumby looked towards Mejia, goes far side instead. We've entered the 30th minute, scoreless on FIFA Plus. Salt City Union, Chattanooga Football Club, NISA regular season action. I'm Gabriel Schrei here with Bill Elliott. Long feed, this one skying up the pitch, right near the corner of the 18. Two athletes battling for it. Prepelica wants to take it away from Diacate. He's looking inside. Prepelica somehow able to get the football away and the whistle sounds. A lot of contact there.
Yeah, I mean, he's a big, strong guy. There's a lot of contact, but I don't think there was anything there.
Now, when you're looking at game film, when you're Salt City and you're saying, how do we counter that guy? How do you prepare for a guy with that size and power? What do you do? Just keep it away from him?
Yeah, you've got to
just go around him. Don't go.
Ball movement and movement off the ball. I mean, if you're going to get into a shoving match with him, it's not going to go well. If you try to go through him, it's not going to go well. Got to find a way to go around him.
City Union near the center of the pitch. Cartagena to the far side. All around, Kyle Nelson down near the touchline, out of play. Salt City will throw in again. Chattanooga Football Club has not been scored on this season when they score first. All the way back to Mejia. Close side to Mumby. Mumby examining the pitch. Zips this one right back to Mejia, the keeper. Long feed, close side. Salt City skying this one, far end of the pitch. Trouble here, nearly taken away immediately by Chattanooga. They'll regather and reset. Nelson, back to Mejia. Flipped, close side to Mumby. Mumby centers it up on the pitch. Ibarra bringing the pressure, gathered up by Alvarenga. Alvarenga, Naglestad has a chance, deflected away. Great play defensively. Naglestad is still down right on the penalty spot.
I think he caught CFC a little bit by surprise how easily that came to that type of giveaway in that area of the field. Would be unexpected for sure.
Unable to capitalize, certainly tried to take advantage, just couldn't quite get in position.
Yeah, that ball, right when he was going to strike it, I think the ball just took a little hop on him.
This corner, an equally golden opportunity for Chattanooga. Here's the delivery, skying to the backside, headered at Chattanooga, wanted the shot. Naglestad has it cleared right out of his grasp there. Richard Dixon, far side, Perez down along the touchline. Chattanooga working this up the pitch and takes an awkward bounce off of the boot of a defender. Regathered, McGrath with great pace on the edge of the 18, two defenders. Lee is there making it difficult. Cartagena there. Chattanooga to Nagle-Stad. Back to Alvarenga. Close side to Stripling, right near the center of the pitch. Prepelica. Fit this one up to Dixon. Dixon kicking it across near the touchline. Back and forth they go. McGrath didn't like how much space he had. Dixon defended by Ferrara. To Stripling. Stripling examining his options. Calfo there defensively. Not feeling it. Perez, far side around Lee. Down to McGrath. Alex McGrath looking inside, looking up with the football. Alvarenga, two defenders there. Lee and Calvo able to split the difference. Looking back up top. Giving off to McGrath. Far side Perez. Perez to Alvarenga. Calvo. Too much heat defensively. McGrath delivered inside, swatted at, gathered up by Kavanaugh, and cleared now by Salt City Union midway through the 34th minute. Lots of pressure. The defense holds again. Chattanooga to Ibarra. He's got that gallop. He just looks so dangerous along the touchline. Love watching him move the football. Here he is again, looking inside. Two defenders trying to beat him out. Lots of pressure. Keeps the football. Stops near the end line. Still being harassed by Elias. Back to Dixon, who's defended by Ferrara. Inside, and Ibarra goes down hard along the 18.
Yeah.
Ibarra so effective as of late, the recent addition, an immediate impact, scoring crucial goals against Gold Star and Savannah. 2 scores in just 5 appearances for Chattanooga Football Club.
This free kicks in a good position here. Salt City won't want to give too many of these to Marcus.
He has 11 goals in NISA League play this season, the all-time leading scorer for the franchise, and this is his bread and butter.
Yeah, I mean he can strike a ball. He can bend it. He can strike it with power. Hopefully, I've not just put an announcer curse on him, but he's definitely got some ability in these areas.
You gotta knock on some wood. Don't say that. On the corner of the 18, Nagle-Stad. Looking inside. Here's the shot, and deflected away by Salt City. Chattanooga gets it right back. Not for long. They want to clear it. Nelson flips this close side. Salt City, they've got a bit of steam moving quickly here. Ferrara has Kavanaugh to his left. Doesn't like that option. Went back to Requejo. Requejo centering this up all the way back to Mumby now, and the defense just a bit too much. They'll flip it back to Mejia. Closing in on the 37th minute, scoreless, a clean sheet. FIFA Plus, Chattanooga Football Club, Salt City Union, the journey from Rochester, New York. It's not a short one, I-75, I-90 East via bus. It takes about 13 hours to drive here. Here's a feed up to Nagle-Stad, defended away and now cleared far side. It'll stay on the pitch. Requejo with a heads-up clear. Mejia's still down.
Yeah, that's Salt City have to be concerned. That's the 3rd time they've given the ball away in a really bad area right in the center of the field, trying to build out of the back. And CFC's had a few really good looks out of that. Credit to CFC, they're very organized and they're forcing Salt City into some bad situations, but can't imagine the coaching staff's going to be very happy with a few of those passes that they've played up the middle.
This is the 3rd time this season Chattanooga Football Club has faced this opponent, but in name only, it's actually the first This team also plays at Flower City Union. When they play in Rochester, New York, it dresses and plays as Salt City Union in Syracuse, New York. And when they travel, like this weekend, it's kind of a fluid name. They alternate which kit they wear.
Interesting approach.
I like it. I think it's different.
Creative for sure.
Some good marketing value. Hard to tell how well it is or is not working for them. They just set an attendance record in Rochester, 1,200 people at their last home match.
Well, that's got to be encouraging that it is working. Yeah. I feel like there's a really good story there as to how they ended up with playing as two different teams and names. I don't know it, but I think there's a good one there.
There's a good one there. Google, my friends. Chattanooga Football Club with the ball here. Closing in on the 40th minute. We've nearly played the entire first half of this match and still scoreless. But that does not mean we've seen a small amount of action. Quite the opposite. It's been shot after shot here, and Chattanooga has really been bringing the heat. And the keeper has stood on his head a few times. This one chipped far side towards the corner. A race to the football. Perez will not win it as Mejia drops down under the ball. Mumby on the close side near the touchline. Long delivery straight up into the sky. Taken at here. Chattanooga loses it off the pitch. Requejo will throw in for City Union. Looking towards Kavanaugh. He headers it. Sent back by Prepelica. Kavanaugh competing for the football. And shoulders collide. Chattanooga will take over. Antoine, he's been pretty hands-off.
Yeah, there's not been a lot happening on that end.
Chattanooga far side, McGrath, long delivery up along the touchline, centered up. This is McGrath. Calfa wants to take it away. They collide. Boots come together. Play continues. City Union far side. Elias, pressure coming. He goes back, all the way back. This one skitters and hops along the turf to Mejia. Fed to Mumby. Naglestad coming after the ball, able to outpace him. McGrath cuts off that attempt initially. Now he'll take the football away.
Great play. Great play. You know, 30 seconds ago, he's setting the tempo offensively by passing and moving off the ball. And then he makes that kind of play with just really just an effort play defensively. Terrific work by him.
Great work ethic, great character. Just an all-around fun football player to watch on the pitch. Mejia. Near the center of the 18. Tees this up. Sets us back underway. Ferrara nearly stripped away again by McGrath. Not liking that. Here in the 42nd minute, Mejia powers this towards the close touch line. Mumby centered up. Requejo. Far side. A couple of quick passes. Salt City Union centers this up. This is Lee. Lee heavily pursued. Able to finesse this to traffic. Flipped down, close side, Requejo. Now down, all the way near the touchline to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh looking to the interior, centered up. Ferrara, defended by Dixon. Didn't like the look. Back to Cartagena. Salt City, close side of the pitch. Mumby, right near the very center of the field. Mumby pursued by Naglestad. He's going to go ahead and fit this back to Mejia. Didn't like the pressure defensively, and Naglestad still shadowing the football. There's something about the way that guy comes after the ball every time. I can almost feel the panic when he's closing in on players on the back.
CFC, there's another example. The CFC defenders are very good at stepping off of the back line and when a guy's trying to receive the ball, putting them under pressure. And you definitely feel that as an attacking player when you're out there on the field, when you've got that guy just breathing down your neck and there's always stepping in and trying to win the ball as opposed to giving you a comfortable space to receive it.
Cartagena slow to rise on the pitch. Bowers is checking on him. Hopefully he's all right. We're into the 44th minute. It's scoreless inside of Finley Stadium. You know what? We have a different time on our broadcast than we have in the venue. We're in added time in the venue, not on the broadcast.
Yeah.
I'm calling that off the broadcast.
Yeah, I think so.
In the venue, we're already in added time. Excuse me.
I think we're about a minute off on the broadcast versus in the venue.
Long feed, close touch line, Louis. Chattanooga flipped up to Louis. Some space. Oh, it goes wide right. He had a scoring chance and couldn't capitalize. It would have been his first of the season. And it's all congratulations for Mejia right here, able to shut that down with the help of his teammates on the back. What a close shave.
Yeah, that was a little more dangerous move by CFC than some of the others we've seen because the ball in behind came from midfield as opposed to from the back. And so the distance that ball traveled was shorter. It arrived quicker, and he was in a very good goal-scoring position.
Alvarenga to deliver from the corner. Here we go, skying right out front and headed away carefully by Salt City. This travels over the touchline. Chattanooga will keep the ball. Sent into play, Louis takes it this. Kavanaugh trying to gather up possession, escapes the grasp of Salt City, thrown back into Alvarenga. Alvarenga double teamed immediately to Dixon, the captain, Richard Dixon. Off to Stripling. Stripling just over the touchline, double team to Prepelica. Anatoly all the way back to Aiden Bowers. Chattanooga Football Club to Prepelica. Tolley, a long feed, a laser up to Louis. Louis working with his boots, harassed by three defenders, nutmegs one, gets it over to McGrath. Naglestad set up for Alvarenga. Alvarenga trying to go through traffic close side. This picked off by Requejo. He chips this and clears it up the pitch. Thought he had some help there and was going to connect with a teammate. Cut off by Anatoly. Alvarenga wanted to go back to Dixon. This one is over the touchline. Stripling will throw in for Chattanooga. We played 2 minutes of 3 minutes of added time. Bowers, long delivery, skying up the pitch, a lot of space, firing a shot. Mejia gets after this. That one wouldn't have stood anyhow. Whistle did not sound before he took the shot, though.
No, the assistant referee didn't hesitate. However, I looked over and he had his flag up right away, so he seemed sure of his call.
Great officiating here tonight. I thought they've done a really nice job.
Well, we haven't had to discuss the officials.
That's a good
That's
sign.
always a good thing.
Usually I like to name them at the beginning of the match, and we just got through our pregame so quickly. Long delivery here, skying this up the pitch by Mejia. Backdoor, Chattanooga not taking any risk, clearing this up the field with a howitzer. Back to regather it, touched to the back end of Mejia. He again skies this up the field of play. This one will escape into the stands, and we've reached the limit of our added time here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Well, what do you think of that first half?
Oh, it was good. It was good. Like I said, it was a little bit of a chess match at times. I think defensively, Salt City was trying to figure out where they could press or how they might be able to win the ball back, and CFC was moving the ball. At times it looked like just a big 11v11 rondo where they were keeping the ball and trying to get Salt City to flinch, but for the most part they didn't, and it was a good half. There was some chances, and I'm sure both teams will be hoping to create a little more in the second half.
Whiteboard time coming up. These two clubs will be back on the pitch in 15 minutes. Don't go anywhere. We have our cause of the match, Heart Gallery, and more as part of our halftime break here on FIFA Plus. A clean sheet. We'll be back.
Center mid. Let's do this! I'm Summer and I'm a forward. I'm Caroline, goalkeeper. Hey y'all, I'm Sarah King, I'm a midfielder. Ava Van Dorn forward. I'm Alex, I'm about to embarrass myself. I'm Anna Lanter, I'm a defender. Brianna Hurtado, midfield.
Well done.
Chris and I'm a forward. Anna Silva, wing back. I'm Riley, I'm the athletic trainer. My name is Serena, I am a center back. Katie Johnson, left back. I'm Maddie Chapman, left. Kaylee Stryker. Avery Ingalls, center back.
Randy Douglas, head women's coach, CFC.
Hi, I'm Maggie, I'm reserve.
Well done.
Welcome back here to Chattanooga, Tennessee, inside of Finley Stadium. We're scoreless at the halftime break of the match between Salt City Union, Chattanooga Football Club. Undefeated Chattanooga Football Club playing host to Salt City, and it's been a great match so far, but we have a clean sheet. So during the halftime break, we like to get with our cause of the match and talk about our community and programs that give back. And today, that's Courtney with Heart Gallery. Courtney, thanks for being with us.
Thanks so much for the invitation.
Well, tell me a bit about what Heart Gallery does and what it means to Chattanooga.
Awesome.
Well, thanks. We are a nonprofit gallery and studio. We're a program of Signal Centers, which is a larger nonprofit here in the community, and we work with a collection of artists who maybe are considered non-traditional just in the sense that they are artists who are currently homeless here in our community. They're artists with disabilities. They're in recovery. Anyone who might need a safe space to have access to supplies, a meal, and a resource. And in return, we sell our artists' work.
That's really cool. That's got to be very interesting to be a part of.
It's awesome.
What does a regular day look like for you?
For us, so we have a retail space that happens Wednesday through Sunday on the south side. We're located right next to the fire station and have been a cornerstone there in the community for about the last 13 years. Wednesdays and Thursdays, we open the space up to be a studio for our artists. 12 to 5, they can come and have access to those materials, as that was one of the gallery's kind of founding missions, was that individuals who didn't have that access could come in and have that. They can have access to, professional artist tools, like I said, a meal, and then the resources to sell their work, so that in turn, hopefully that income that's coming in is then, improving their lives on a regular basis.
Absolutely. And how can folks in the community, or how can they get involved and help you out?
Folks can do it in a myriad of ways. They, number one, come by artwork, local artwork, by original artwork by artists who have created it in-house. We accept donations of both new and gently used art supplies, and also volunteer your time. We have plenty of opportunities not only in the gallery itself, but outside. We do community classes. We pop up at various events to provide art opportunities and experiences. So we'd love to have folks donate their time and talents with us.
Very cool. And one last question, Courtney, how can people get in touch?
www.heartgallery.org.
I love it. Courtney, thanks so much for joining us. Thanks for coming on.
We really appreciate it.
We'll be back with more Chattanooga Football Club and Salt City Union on FIFA Plus in just a moment. Don't go anywhere.
Awesome.
So just good movement, but within a smaller area. Winning headers, matching up with their big guys on set pieces.
You ready?
Doesn't really matter if I'm ready. It only matters if the players are ready.
I hear you. They're ready. Gonna be a good one.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
One pushes higher, Caleb goes to left wing, okay? You push Santi out to the wing, you play in the center. Come on, up the midfield. Get the penny off, throw it here. We want responsibility and eyes on. So we're pretty good shape right now. We're narrow.
We're playing
Caleb,
a 4-2-3-1, right?
Yeah, playing a 4-2-3-1. Caleb needs to be dropping. Charlie! Charlie! Hey, well played. Good job. Good job, Lee.
Too small for us.
Huh?
Too small for us.
Watch me dance, dance the night away. My heart could be burning, but
game, see the game, understand, sense when to make a play.
Back here in a scoreless match between Chattanooga Football Club and Salt City Union on FIFA Plus. I'm Gabriel Schrei here with Bill Elliott. Chattanooga Football Club 11-4-0 hosting Salt City Union, who is 5-1-8. Great season for CFC. They're undefeated and just an absolutely magical, historical season. They've kept rolling week in and week out. And that graphic you saw just a moment ago, Chris Nugent, who joined the club in the 2022 season, entering his third year with the club in 24, has been extended. So welcome back to Nugent. Love to have him with us. Lots of extensions recently. Rod Underwood adding Elton Bird to the front office. Very exciting stuff, just as this match is right here. Here's a look at the table. 37 points for Chattanooga Football Club. I believe they need 16 more points and they'll have locked up their #1 seed for the playoffs. They're way out ahead. Albion San Diego 9 points back with 28. Maryland Bobcats in third with 23. The Stars tied with them with 23 points. Goal differential, the key there. Look at the goal differential for Chattanooga Football Club. They're plus 25. They scored 30 goals this season. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, it's a remarkable goal difference, and obviously that's the #1 predictor of where you're going to finish in the table, statistically speaking, if you look at the leagues around the world. So bodes well for Chattanooga right now.
Absolutely. Next home match, you can be with us on August 24th, 7 p.m. kick, not 7:30, 7 p.m. Apotheos FC. We would love to have you in the venue for that one. We're less than a minute out from this second half kicking off between Chattanooga Football Club, who will be on the right side of your screen in their navy blue kits, Salt City Union in their white away kits on the left side of your screen. Coach, before this kicks off, they've had some whiteboard time. What kind of adjustments would you be looking for here?
Well, if you're Salt City, first of all, they've got to eliminate the giveaways coming out of the back. If they do that, CFC's a hard enough opponent to keep from scoring. If they continue to give the ball away, they're going to have some problems. And from a CFC point of view, the possession sets the tone, and CFC's very good at keeping the ball, kind of lulling the opponent to sleep in a false sense of confidence, and then changing the tempo. First half, they were doing that more with long passes back to front. I believe, knowing Coach Rod and his style of play, he'll want to see some little up, back, and through combinations, and maybe just a little more varied way of attacking.
A clean sheet through one half of play. Second half about to kick off here inside of Finley Stadium. Gabriel Schrei with Bill Elliott here on FIFA Plus. Chattanooga Football Club, Salt City Union. CFC will start with the football. Salt City. Cartagena. Flipped it back now. Here's this one, is chipped up along the touchline and out of play. Looking for Logan Lee, and he had just roved off of the field of play. Slow start to the second half. Teams kind of taking their time, feeling each other out. Far side, Prepelica, long feed, looking for Calvin Mwape. Mwape turns back towards the center of the field momentarily. Kavanaugh defending him. Long outlet pass, Garcia Sosa, and wanted to go back to Stripling. This one is touched off of the pitch. Came off of the boot of Roquejo rather. Chattanooga will put this back onto the field. Aiden Bowers for the throw-in. Long ball into the 18 and headed away this one. Aiden Bowers will regather it, but a whistle as Salt City's man is slow to rise after that header. It's Elias. Mumby and Mejia come to check on him.
It was pretty tough getting up. There was a lot of contact on that one. Looks like he's okay though, thankfully.
Hate to see guys getting dinged up. It's always a relief when they spring back up and run it off like that. Mejia will now take the kick. Long ball, skying up the pitch into the center of the field, headed at Chattanooga's Anatoli. Sends this straight up into the air. Swatted at again off of the boot of City Union and regathered now by the man who just shook off that dinger. Elias fed up the field, wanted Logan Lee. Perez almost had that. Battle for the football. Garcia Sosa got a boot on it. Logan Lee looking inside, wanted Nelson. Salt City with the football again, not for long. Taken by McGrath. Chattanooga, far side. CFC up along the touchline, Calvin Mwape. Mwape with a little bit of steam. He's going to stop and look back to McGrath. Comes directly back to him. Calvin walking towards the center of the turf. Now to Perez. Perez close side down near the touchline. This is Jesus Ibarra. Ibarra walking up onto the corner of the 18, looking inside between two defenders. Fed back low. Now to Richard Dixon, the captain. Dixon back to Garcia Sosa. Back and forth they go. Chipped over the top of the defense. Perez wanted to take it this one. Elias getting it back to Ferrara. Jesus Ibarra wants to take it away off of his boots and out of play as he collides with Ferrara and the whistle sounds.
Good ideas there from CFC. Good patience in the attack on the edge of the box, and then the ball in behind again was a little bit of shorter pass coming out of midfield from Dixon, but there just wasn't enough space in behind this time.
Alex McGrath, Garcia Sosa along with the football here. We need a third headset. We got Peter Wolcock up here in the booth with us. I love this guy. Don't do that. Don't be shy. We're going to get a third headset. I love Peter.
Oh, Peter's great. He's one of the many people that is the fabric of this club.
Garcia Sosa to McGrath. He looked inside to Naglestad. Mumby howitzers this one up into the stands. We'll see another throw in from Chattanooga Football Club. Aiden Bowers, long delivery, front side of the goal box. Gathered up quickly by Salt City Union on the boots here, wanting to clear this away, and Prepelica comes in with a collision. City Union will kick from in front of the Chattanooga bench to Mumby. Mejia to the far side. Midway through the 50th minute, a clean sheet on FIFA Plus between undefeated Chattanooga Football Club and Salt City Union. City Union trying to get around the defense of Chattanooga. Richard Dixon there, bringing a lot of pressure, not going to make this easy. Far side, centered up by City Union. All the way down to Elias near the close touch line. Here comes Jesus Ibarra. Competition for the ball as he takes it away and feeds it to Perez. Nifty move off the boots of Garcia Sosa. Now Perez goes down. Play continues. No whistle there. City Union centering feed. Roquejo all the way back. I thought he was looking for Mumby. There is a collision and Naglestad not happy, throwing his hands into the air following that.
Yeah, that's a tough call. Naglestad and McGrath read that very well, and they stepped, and that could have been a really dangerous situation. Definitely contact.
And Nelson went down hard. He's back up and appears to be all right. Kyle Nelson, according to the NISA website, he's actually played every single minute of the regular season for City Union.
Wow.
1,260 entering this week. Played on a weekday game and now on Saturday night.
That's impressive. I mean, it's a physical sport. It takes a toll on your body, and to be able to play every minute for a club is something else.
Ferrara wanted the call. Richard Dixon contesting this. I believe McGrath is still down on the turf holding his head. Perez and Calvo are checking with him. Antoine speaks to the official on the close line, right on the touch line. Both teams are not happy with the result. Antoine is. Good peacemaker. Ferrara and McGrath still speaking here. Kyle Nelson, not only has he played every single minute, he scored on both of his shots on goal this season. He only has 2 shots and he scored 2 goals.
With stats like that, they'll be wishing he gets closer to the goal more often.
We got to get this guy some more attempts. Still sorting this out with Ferrara.
Yeah, it looks like he's having a little equipment issue here. McGrath.
Ferrara's been a key piece for City Union this season. 3 goals, 5 assists, big contributor offensively.
No, he's a good player. There's no doubt about it. And other teams around the league are aware of him. And it's definitely, you have to account for him as a defender.
Far side. Moving the ball all about the pitch. Long feed to Bowers. Back to Antoine. He'll take his time. Chipped close side, looking for Perez. Came up short. Chattanooga. Couple of connections. Jesus Ibarra gets a little hip from Logan Lee. Aiden Bowers to Dixon, the captain. Back to Perez. Look at the patience and the connectivity on that passing. It's like they've got the football on a rope.
Yeah, no, that's a great job keeping the ball. That's the first time we've seen Salt City try to go into a high press, and that's a dangerous game with CFC because they're very good at breaking the press. If they're going to press like that, it's high risk, high reward. But on the other hand, it'll open up spaces that CFC could take advantage of.
Closing in on the 55th minute, a clean sheet in Chattanooga, Tennessee on FIFA Plus. Here's CFC inside to McGrath. Wanted to feed that down low into the 18. Football all the way back to Anatoly. Far side. Stripling to Mwape. Defended by Requejo. Look at that pass to Alex McGrath. McGrath turns about. Going back to Kelvin. McGrath inside to Richard Dixon. Down to Perez. Perez. Long feed, close side near the 18. Jesus Ibarra showing off the footwork. Very fancy footwork last time out here against the Clovers. This is Perez. Wanted to take a shot. Too much juice. This one off the brickwork. What a battle.
Yeah, it's a very significant game for both teams. Have their own reasons for wanting to win, and the intensity is just going to rise as the night goes on if no one can find a go-ahead goal.
Dixon vying for possession. City Union gets it back. Logan Lee there, and now the flag flies immediately. Luke Ferrara, too much contact.
Chattanooga are quick to let him know about that one.
They're just so much fun.
They're worth the price of a ticket.
You're not kidding.
Just if you don't even like soccer, come watch them. It's unbelievable.
The women's team played against Birmingham FC earlier this season, and it rained. It poured. It rained sideways for an hour. Hang on a moment. Hold that thought. Mejia cuts that off. The whistle sounded before he even got to the football, and Kelvin Mwape, he had a head of steam.
Yeah, some of these runs in behind, it's just the timing, and it's difficult to get the timing right on some of those longer passes. And I've seen CFC be offsides a few times tonight, but I like that they're making the runs. The runs are necessary.
To the close side. Long ball, almost into the officials' table. Perez will throw in. Aiden Bowers on the back. Chattanooga. Tolley zips this to Richard Dixon. He gathers up the football on the circle. McGrath. Alex McGrath. To Richard Dixon. Long feed for Chattanooga, looking for Garcia Sosa. That's another guy who has been so hot lately. Kind of guy you can talk about for hours. He came out strong against Savannah, and the Clovers scored twice in both the 40th and 63rd minutes. This is Alex.
Fantastic work by McGrath.
McGrath on the edge of the 18, wanted to go inside, being patient. He's in the channel, looking both ways, gives it off. Garcia Sosa had 2 goals last time out. Centers this up, and I think somebody got a piece of his boot. Chattanooga keeps the football. Perez has a lot of options, comes close side to Ibarra. Ibarra, 2 defenders there on the corner of the 18, looking inside, and off of the shins of the defender and out of play.
Another set piece opportunity for CFC. Hopefully they can take advantage this time.
This is Alex McGrath from the corner. The box is loaded. Here's the delivery for Chattanooga. This one sails wide. Aiden Bowers wants to run it down, headed away by City Union. Ferrara and Kavanaugh, they've got a convoy going here. Dixon wants to shut it down. Richard Dixon there, going back inside to Ferrara. Stripling making things difficult. Lee to Kavanaugh, long shot. Too much on that one. A good opportunity for Salt City Union.
Yeah, good opportunity. They transitioned quickly and got forward with 2 or 3 guys, but tremendous job by CFC as well. There was 7 guys that ended up behind the ball by the time the shot was taken. And, you know, in the second half on a hot night, that takes a lot of effort from the players, so well done by them.
Chipped up the pitch, and before Jesus Ibarra can put boots to it, he threw his hands up, he knew.
Yeah, the timing's just been a little off on those moves, but you have to think over the next 30 minutes, there's going to be a couple of successful ones.
We got to get you a telestrator. I love that. You knew how many guys were behind the ball. Only a coach would count that and have it ready to go. You know what a telestrator is? You remember they used to do it a lot in the early 2000s? They had the big yellow circle on the broadcast.
Like Madden on the football
exactly,
broadcast?
exactly.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Closing in on the 61st minute, a clean sheet in Chattanooga, Tennessee. CFC, the boys in blue, undefeated, standing alone on the standings. Salt City Union would love to take them down and continue their late success. They've won 3 of their last 5, only lost 1 of those last 5, and really it turned around their season. They were 2-0-7. Now they're 5-1-8. Very impressive stuff.
Yeah. And you can tell that
Chattanooga gathered up. There's the shot. Mejia sliding and diving. What an effort. Naglestad forcing the corner kick for Chattanooga Football Club and keeping the heat turned up down here in the valley. Kelvin Mwape is on the corner. McGrath is alongside him. Kavanaugh and Requejo, the close defenders. Touched into play by Mwape. Here he is with it. Kavanaugh between him and his teammates. Cutting back to McGrath, who's right on the corner. Naglestad fires this one, rolling and bouncing into the gloves of Mejia. And a little bit of pushing and shoving up front, and there's the card. He just came back from a suspension.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's a big physical player. That's what he does, and guys like that are targets as well for the other team. They get a little hot and bothered, and it's not always.
He's so fun to watch play. He's been one of my favorites this season to watch him fit into the lineup and become a part of it. And I love the way CFC has used him on set pieces offensively.
Definitely, you know, a kind of guy that you can build around, build a team around. So it's been a great addition. Looks like we're going to see multiple subs here potentially from Salt City.
Yeah, so Cartagena will get a break. Looks like Logan Lee will get a break. Coming onto the pitch here, number 14, Stewart. Number 32, Bulldog. Number 11, Oscar Sanchez. They flashed 4 as the substitute twice, so Jose Cartagena. Josue is already on the bench. I'm not sure who Sanchez came in for. Someone. There's not 12 guys.
Well, yeah, it looks like there's the right number on the field. So Salt City hasn't had a lot of the ball tonight, so they've done a lot of running. So obviously it looks like the coach is trying to get some fresh legs on and see if he can change their fortunes.
Perez took at the football. Now it's a battle for it, a war right near the center of the pitch. Coming with great pace. McGrath wanted that, and he sensed the pressure. A good feed all the way back deep by Elias. Mejia here in the 64th minute, directing things carefully. Chattanooga Football Club. Bill, it's just very evident they're determined to make this the best place to be on weekend nights, on weekday game days rather. So many things to do. Here's the centering feed for Salt City Union, cleared by Chattanooga Football Club.
No, you're right. I mean, from the pregame, you know, in the tunnel underneath the stadium, the kids zone, it's just so much to do. Like I said, the Chattahooligans are their own entertainment value.
Literally.
I know, you know, my kids and some of our close friends, the Mattises, are back home in Pensacola watching right now, but they've been in the stadium and they love those, all the things to do. The food trucks, the kids zone, the energy, drums. It's exciting.
You nailed it. I mean, there's the kids zone, there's face painting, there's a photo booth, there's a live DJ, $30,000 in upgrades to our food and beverage carts. There's an ID4 on display in the concourse. Every concession stand has draft beer. You can't beat it. There's a whole kids corner with inflatable soccer and soccer darts and just, I mean, there's tons more I have written down. We don't have time to go over it, though. You just have to come see it.
Well,
it's
everywhere you look, there's something different going on, and just the energy and in the stadium's fantastic, and you just have to be here and see it.
I mean, it's like you could come to every single home match and do something different before and after the game. Every match.
I think that's accurate. I think that's
it's
true.
Incredible. This is Perez. walking it down towards the center, back to Aiden Bowers. And if you want to be here with us, visit cfctix.com. You'll have a chance on a weekday match against Apotheos FC in a beautiful little friendly. That's this August 24th. Be here with us, 7 p.m. kickoff. Jesus Ibarra enters the 18. Football lost momentarily by Chattanooga. Good play defensively. Doesn't hold up. This is Garcia Sosa looking inside to Jesus Ibarra and cleared away by City Union. The whistle sounds.
Yeah, timing again. Just I think the ball should have been played on the first look. And for whatever reason, he had to take another touch to settle it, or I'm not sure. By then, the runner was in an offside position. Good idea, though, once again.
Omar Badran, after a 7-year professional playing career in England, Norway, Italy, Saudi Arabia, became a coach in the U.S. at UNC Charlotte. Coached with Stumptown AC, most recently Loudoun United in the USL Championship. Now he's here with us. Chattanooga Football Club signed him a little more than 2 weeks ago. He was here on the pitch and we spotted him during the game but didn't know who it was, and enjoyed getting to chat with him afterwards. Great guy, and we're excited to have him as part of the coaching roster here for Chattanooga Football Club. Speaking of new additions to the roster, one thing that's so great about CFC that I think everyone who loves any kind of sport can really respect is their commitment to developing the game. Here in the States, here in the Southeast, there's a real commitment to the academy, growing the game and love of soccer, and recently signing Gavin Castle from the CFC Academy. He's on an academy contract, and he's dressed tonight wearing number 16 down on the bench.
Yeah, I mean, that's, you know, for myself who grew up playing soccer in Chattanooga, to see those type of opportunities the players have these days. I mean, Steve Hirayama, our academy director, I think does a great job, and the coaches, you know, a lot of these CFC players, former players, Juan Hernandez, that are coaching in the academy.
Naguestad back door, wanted the header and just couldn't clean it up. A beautiful opportunity for Stripling. Got a helmet on it and just couldn't quite direct it the way he wanted that one to fall. Would have been his first goal of the season here in the 68th minute.
It was a good opportunity. Again, just maybe an inch off from directing it where it needed to go, but
you know, I think the key thing is he was in position to make that play. You're there, you're open, you'll execute next time.
Yeah. You sense that CFC is just getting a little closer to that breakthrough moment.
Chattanooga loses it momentarily. Richard Dixon has a lot of space to work with. Fires this one wide right, Mejia.
But the way he read that defensively and then turned that into a counterattack, terrific play. It just needed a little more quality on the finish at the end.
There's something especially fun for me about watching Richard Dixon play. The guy is just so smart, and you can see his vision.
And he covers so much ground. He covers so much ground defensively to the left and the right, in front of that back line, that it's just, people don't get through easily.
Long feed close side, looking for Jesus Ibarra. Cut down by Elias. Here he is again with the football on the touchline, taken away by Garcia Sosa. Garcia Sosa scored that beautiful goal in the 63rd minute last time out. 2 scores against Savannah Clovers. And during the post-game press conference, who did he credit? His teammates. They set him up. They built up the momentum on those plays. Didn't take any credit for the goals.
Sounds right.
He's a really nice guy. I know he's got a great relationship with Rod, and you know, they've just built so well together, and it's fun to see him develop and be such an important part of this roster. Right to the center of the pitch, Ferrara has a bit of a chance, but it's cleared away by Prepelica. So now we should have a corner here for, no, just a regular throw-in, excuse me. I thought that went over the touchline. Thrown in on the back, and again.
Hopefully we get a goal. Yes, all right. Get a goal kick here.
Antoine. Over to Prepelica. Aiden Bauer skying this up the pitch. Elias takes at it. Chattanooga's Perez all the way back to Antoine, and he's going to clear this one up to the close side. Over that goal line. Ferrara to the corner. Now we'll see the corner kick. Closing in on the 72nd minute, a clean sheet in Chattanooga, Tennessee on FIFA Plus between Salt City Union and Chattanooga Football Club. Ferrara calling out to his teammates. The box is loaded up front. Here's the long delivery. Front side, the header, and that one skitters through the goal box and again over the end line. Now Chattanooga Football Club will be able to clear it away. In the National Independent Soccer Association playoffs, the top two teams earn a quarterfinal bye, advancing directly to the semifinals. NISA League teams ranked 3rd to 6th then compete in a quarterfinal round. The remaining teams are automatically eliminated from the postseason, and NISA feels that structure rewards top performers during the regular season and kind of creates that exciting knockout competition to get to the championship. Chattanooga Football Club has set themselves up very well as they barrel towards the playoffs. It feels like the season has just flown by this season. Here's a chance for Salt City up along the touchline far side. Long delivery through the center of the pitch. Jesus Ibarra goes to Garcia Sosa, taken right back. This is Mumby with great pace, cleared again by Chattanooga.
I think that was McGrath again. Just again, smart play. Just things were a little unsettled. Get the ball out of play. Give the defenders, give us the time to settle back into our shape.
City Union, they've only won a quarter of their matches on the road, but they've scored in 9 of those 12 matches. Anatoly, long feed, close side. It'll find its way off of the field.
Well, I've seen a lot of teams come into this stadium over the last 11, 12 years and get rattled. Big clubs, international clubs, MLS clubs, and credit to them. They don't seem, the stage doesn't seem too big for them. They seem calm and they seem like they've got a plan.
Richard Dixon hit with a whistle. He knew it right away. Scored his first NISA career goal earlier this season. We were talking a moment ago about what a crucial piece of the game plan he is for Chattanooga Football Club. It's like having your own coach on the field.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. Phenomenal guy, and the way he leads, just the type of person he is. He's the kind of player you can build a franchise around.
Oh my goodness. Flashing the gloves, Antoine, going up and getting that ball right there.
Yeah. Good hands, big guy. Can't float the ball in the box like that. He's gonna come grab that every time.
This is his 16th game of the season. Well, I believe he did take 1 match off regular season. He's only allowed 5 goals in regular season play this year.
Yeah. Golden Glove winner last year for a reason. Say he's got a good shout for it this year.
A lot of contact near the touchline. Football rolls off of the field. This is Kavanaugh, defended by Mwape, who's going to throw in. Goes to Oscar Sanchez, double teamed immediately around Stripling. Back to Sanchez. Sanchez sets up a teammate. This comes off the side of the net. That was a good chance, just couldn't quite get the touch on it he needed.
Yeah, that was a little bit more creative by Salt City.
Stewart has been a scoring threat this season. He's scored twice, assisted a teammate once on a goal.
So this is the second time now that Salt City's stepped into a higher press when CFC's out of the back, and unfortunately we've made a mistake with the ball there.
Scoreless draw as we close in on the 77th minute in Finley Stadium on FIFA Plus. Chattanooga Football Club, Salt City Union. It has been a chess match from the start. Chattanooga takes it back to the captain, Dixon, battling for possession. Close side, McGrath won't keep it for long. Now to Garcia Sosa. Turns around, back to Kelvin Mwape. Mwape near the center of the pitch, working it to the close touchline. Jesus Ibarra. Ibarra, one defender there, working towards the 18, trying to get through a crowd, and loses this on the boots of Elias. To the far side, and Kavanaugh, now the whistle.
I think we've got a yellow card there on that.
Yeah, that is a card. And that will be on Jesus Ibarra. I didn't see what happened. Here's the clear by Mejia. Long movement of the football, and the shot by Stewart goes wide left. Another opportunity for him, just can't quite capitalize. Beautiful night in Chattanooga. A great turnout as always. The attendance has been unbelievable this year, and it just feels like the support for this club is growing and growing week in and week out. Another call here, a lot of contact. That's Diacati. Far side, Chattanooga.
So Salt City's again in a higher press than they have been earlier in the game, and it'd be interesting to see if that opens up some space that Chattanooga can attack.
Here's a chance for Chattanooga right here. Naglestad had it for a moment, a big collision. Play continues again, clearing this away from the boots of Prepelica. Chattanooga. Feed through the middle of the pitch to Dixon. Dixon, long ball close side. Jesus Ibarra. Two defenders between him and the net. Ibarra wants to split the difference, battling through traffic, lost it. Elias, long feed here up to Diacati. Dixon goes down, sliding on the turf, and Rod Underwood is not happy with that.
Yeah, referee's obviously got a different perspective, point of view than us, but it looked like a big push in the back from here.
Well, Rod is so, a moment ago I was going to ask, do you think that Rod will change something down the stretch? But I know Rod. Rod's consistent. He does not let the ocean rock his boat, so to speak. I'm always surprised when I see him get fired up.
Yeah, a little emotion there, a little burst of emotion there from him. He's usually calm and collected.
This is Mwape, who's venturing to the center of the AstroTurf, looking both ways. Mwape. A lot of pressure in front of him to Perez. Perez, outlet, Ibarra. Double teamed, back to Perez. Picking his way inside, taken at by both clubs and cleared away from Naglestad. Headered by Bowers. Cleared immediately by Elias. This one rattling through the center of the pitch. 2-on-2 momentarily. Here comes Salt City. Stewart. Dixon is between him and the net. Long shot wide left again. He keeps getting great opportunities and just not quite the touch he needs to put it on net.
No, it was a good counterattack and a great effort by Dixon to get back and just force him to take him out of his stride just enough. But definitely don't want to give him too many more of those.
Close side, this is Jesus Ibarra. A defensive struggle Midway through the 81st minute on FIFA Plus, it's Chattanooga Football Club who is undefeated in NISA play. In fact, they haven't lost a regular season match since the 14th of this month last year. Last year.
Wow. Wow.
Long feed, close side, Jesus Ibarra. Ibarra taking his time, getting around defenders, wanted to go up front to Alex McGrath. Football is loose. They can clear it here. Salt City will do just that. Long feed taken at by both clubs. Richard Dixon.
Who is it again? There he is.
He's just always in on it.
Breaking up play and making life better for the defenders.
Chattanooga resetting. Long ball into the channel. A lot of contact here. Both teams vying for the football inside on the boots of Naglestad. Back to McGrath. Now the captain Dixon. Close side Perez. Perez. Down to Garcia Sosa. He has a lot of space at first. He'll go back to him. Taking their time. Jesus Ibarra. Ibarra in the channel. Not liking that defender, a lot of pressure. Tried to give it off to Garcia Sosa, taken away momentarily by City Union, and as it's cleared, the whistle.
Great effort by McGrath to win the ball back there and sustain the attack a little bit longer there for CFC. A couple of guys down here. I don't know if it's cramps or maybe they just want a little breather.
Very hot today. It'd be very easy to imagine it being cramping. Elias looks to be just fine. He'll pop back up onto his boots.
Then be sure to head over to section 101 post-game and grab the autograph in Autograph Alley.
Next match for Chattanooga Football Club, the 24th this week. Right here in Finley Stadium. Get your tickets right now, cfctix.com. That's Apotheos FC at 7 p.m. Next up for Salt City Union, Saturday, August 27th, they'll travel to battle Michigan Stars FC inside of Romeo Stadium, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Here's the header. Back and forth this one goes, volleying the football. Dixon, a nifty move to get around the defender. He's got some steam. Loses it momentarily. This is Alex McGrath. McGrath, long feed, close side along the touchline. It's Jesus Ibarra. Ibarra, defender there, works to shake him. Can't do it initially. Back down low to Perez. Perez. He's D'd up carefully. Reaching the pivotal final stages of this match. It's a scoreless, clean sheet defensive effort at this time. Mwape towards the 18. Wanted to finesse that inside. This rolls over the end line.
The Chattahooligans are relentless over there with the drums and the singing.
And they just get louder and louder as the match goes on. You know, I was going to tell a story about them earlier, and I just didn't have time. There was a scoring chance. If I start telling the story, there'll be another. So let's do it real quick.
Yeah, let's do it then.
Birmingham FC came here to play the Chattanooga FC women's team. This was a few months ago, and it rained, and it was pouring. Pouring rain, raining sideways. There was a weather delay for the match, and these guys come marching into the stadium, playing their drums in driving sideways rain. That's the kind of fan base. I mean, how do you get that level of loyalty? You don't see that anywhere.
It's special. It's special. I can tell you as a coach and being on the field, how the players and the staff feel about it. It's a really special thing to be a part of.
Salt City throwing in the 86th minute. Chattanooga fans are on their feet. Here's the throw in, header and cleared by Richard Dixon. Taken at by Stewart. This one pops straight up and into row B. Prepolitsa. Close side to Bowers. Aiden Bowers, long feed. Alex McGrath, Perez. Prepolitsa down. Aiden Bowers, long feed up the pitch. Jesus Ibarra. Richard Dixon. Nifty footwork. Alex McGrath. Picking his way up the turf, long feed, far side, Kelvin Mwape. Mwape has a bit of pace, looking both ways. A lot of defenders out front. Wanted to drop this into Naglestad. Back to him, he's on the corner of the 18. Left it off, Chattanooga towards the center, along the penalty arc. Garcia Sosa, close side, Jesus Ibarra. Ibarra here in the 87th minute, back up top, Garcia Sosa. Salt City Union, a beautiful steal. What a shutdown play by Ferrara.
Yeah, it was good. It was good to recover that ball for his team.
Long feed up the pitch.
Important moment. They were under pressure.
Antoine. Flipped far side. Chattanooga. To Mwape. Kelvin Mwape showing off the wheels. Here's his speed. Towards the 18, Kavanaugh between him and the net. Back up top. This one dropped down low, and Mejia easily falls onto this. We're certainly due for some added time.
Yeah, you would think what we're going to get. We've had some subs, a couple of moments where there were cramps, and so hopefully we get a little bit of extra time here. I can't believe we're getting close to the end. It's flown by for me.
There's nothing like being up here in the press box on a Saturday. I love Chattanooga Football Club. I love NISA League Soccer. I look forward to it all week. It's a blast. FIFA Plus, a scoreless draw, and it's a war right down to the final minutes inside of Finley Stadium. Undefeated Chattanooga Football Club in the midst of a miraculous season, maintaining that status late at home in front of their loyal fan base. Salt City Union, who is in the midst of a resurgence this season, 3 wins in their last 5 matches. Trying to knock off the top of the table Chattanooga Football Club, and it would just be a miraculous mark on their calendar if they were able to do so. We're in the 89th minute between Chattanooga and Salt City Union. Antoine. Close side, it's Aiden Bowers. Bowers walking towards the center of the turf. Long feed.
Good.
Chattanooga, stripling, far side. CFC through the center of the pitch in the circle. Off to McGrath, Alex McGrath. Back side of the pitch again, around Stewart, up to Mwape. Kavanaugh there defensively. Stewart will greet him first. He cuts to the inside to get around him. Chipped long down to the 18 and headed away by Chattanooga, regathered by Garcia Sosa. Stewart clears it close side. Salt City Union, long ball. This one a bomb to the backside into the channel. City Union gathers it up. This is Ferrara. Looking inside, he's in the 18, long shot. Antoine gloves that back into the fence. We've reached added time. We'll play 4 minutes of added time.
You know, that's another one of those moments. A great transition by Salt City to go forward, but in the time it took to get a shot off, CFC had 6 defenders recover into the box, and to do that in the 90th minute of a game is it's not an easy thing as a player. So, got to credit the effort on the defensive side. I know CFC is seen by a lot in the league as an attacking team, but those little transition moments are important.
Elias comes off of the turf. Gabe Ortiz on in his place for Salt City. Here's a long ball, backside into the channel. Kavanaugh takes this away from Mwape. This one skying towards the center of the field. Chattanooga has it for just a moment. They captured Richard Dixon. Somehow with the footwork comes away with the ball. Far side to Mwape. Calvin Mwape, 3 defenders there. Doesn't like all that pressure, he gives it off. Stewart there defensively, really making this difficult. Alvarenga back to Calvin Mwape. Mumu down along the touchline to Stripling. Richard Dixon around a defender, centering feed is cleared away by Bulldog. Ferrara has the football. He was looking inside for Naglestad and just couldn't find him. Bulldog was right there.
Yeah, the defenders dealt with it well, but the ball was the right idea.
Chattanooga. Pass inside, Naglestad collides with Kyle Nelson. Football is loose, coming close side, and there's a man down on the turf.
Yeah, I think they're going to get next for a foul there. He did what he had to do. He challenged for that ball, and sometimes you're going to get that call and sometimes not.
That was a great pass down to Naglestad. He just couldn't finish it off.
Yeah, just a half a step away from getting a clean touch on it. Sort of been the story, I feel like, of CFC's night. There's been multiple times where we're a half a step away from getting that go-ahead goal.
Both matches between these two clubs this year have been very close. Last time it was a 44th minute goal scored by Marcus Naglestad. Match ended with a 1-0 victory for Chattanooga Football Club. The first time they met this season was back in April. That was also a 1-0 victory for Chattanooga. Dixon scored in the 70th minute of that, his career goal, only one. Perez. Garcia Sosa. McGrath back to Perez. We played 3 minutes and change of our 4 minutes of added time. Ibarra to Perez near the corner of the 18, back to Jesus. Examining all options, going to Perez. Perez deking his way inside, centering feed, cleared by Salt City Union. Dixon headers at this. Ferrara wants to clear it. Gathered by Jesus Ibarra. Back to Garcia Sosa. Richard Dixon right back to him, a touch off of the boot. Time winding quickly. The fans are on their feet in Finley Stadium. Garcia Sosa. Richard Dixon again, the captain. Down low to Jesus Ibarra, who is sent to the turf. And play continues. Antoine, close side to Stripling. Back across. Anatoly. We're beyond 4 minutes played now. Added time quickly coming to a conclusion. Long feed, Jesus Ibarra. Ibarra off to McGrath, now Dixon. Richard Dixon, a few defenders there, centers this up. Stripling. Long ball, far side, Chattanooga. Losing his footing, now Mwape. Mwape around one defender, Calvin Mwape. Long ball, close side, Alex McGrath. McGrath picking his way towards the center of the pitch. Football lost and cleared by Salt City Union. Perez. Nearly 5 minutes of added time played. Play goes on. McGrath, long feed, close side. Jesus Ibarra, race to the touchline. He keeps it on the pitch. Jesus Ibarra into the 18, centering feed, cleared by Salt City. Second chance off the crossbar. Chattanooga trying to regather, cleared by Stewart. Far side, CFC after the football. This one rolls off of the pitch. And Salt City Union.
Heartbreaker for CFC. Salt City probably be very happy to hear that whistle blow.
Salt City Union survives late, scoring chances in the closing moments of added time. It's a scoreless draw in NISA League play between Chattanooga Football Club and Salt City Union. But I have to think that Rod Underwood, the Chattahooligans, and all the fans here, of course it doesn't feel great to come away with a draw and not a win, but you'll take it. You'll stay undefeated.
Yeah, I mean, you stay undefeated, and that's huge. They certainly will feel like they could have created a little bit more and taken advantage of some of the opportunities they had, but that's the way it is, and Salt City's got to be feeling pretty good about the night to come in here against the league leaders and get a point.
Well, any final thoughts on this match? You know, what do you take forward with this to your next match?
Yeah, just consistency and just continue to work on fine-tuning those connections in the final third if you're CFC. And Salt City has had some momentum recently, and they're just gonna probably try to regroup and recover. And I would think they would see this as positive momentum still.
Absolutely. Next match for Salt City, Saturday, August 27th in Romeo Stadium, 7 p.m. Eastern Time against the Michigan Stars. Watch it on FIFA Plus with Mason Lowry on the call. We'll be back here on the 24th as Chattanooga FC plays host to Apotheos FC at 7 p.m. inside of Finley Stadium. Visit cfctix.com to get your tickets right now and be here with us, or you can watch it here on FIFA Plus. Bill, it's time to select our HHM man of the match for tonight. Who do you have?
For me, it's really tough. Richard Dixon, I thought, was fantastic, anchoring the midfield, closing down in a lot of the attacks and winning the ball back, and pretty secure with the ball, too. He's kind of my guy. He played for me at the University of West Florida, so I got a soft spot for him. But I can't deny Alex McGrath and his effort on both sides of the ball. So I think as tough as it is, I may have to go with Alex on it. He did a lot of good work to win the ball back and recover it in the attacking half and sustain attacks for CFC. And when he gets on the ball in midfield and starts to set the tempo, you just feel like CFC's one pass away from the next goal-scoring opportunity. So I think McGrath did a great job tonight.
There you have it. Alex McGrath is our HHM man of the match for tonight. For Chattanooga Football Club, Salt City Union, our entire crew, as well as my partner, Bill Elliott, thank you for being with me. I'm Gabriel Schrei saying so long from Chattanooga, Tennessee, where the final score is a scoreless draw between these two clubs in excellent NISA League action. All games and events airing on the FIFA networks are streamed live and will be archived inside of the app and available for replay. This has been a presentation of FIFA Plus.